Welcome back to Bless the Bitties.
Season what? 14. Episode 5.
Oh my god. 14 seasons of this bullshit? Really? There's still enough biddies to go around? There's still enough biddies to talk about? There's still enough biddies doing biddy-like behavior? Absolutely. And that's why this podcast will never end, because it is like water coming from the sky. It is like lava coming from the volcanoes. It is like indigestion in my stomach.
Yeah.
It is like Maddie hitting the 8-ball in pool.
Wait, but that would never happen.
Oh. But it did.
I did not hit the 8-ball in. What are you talking about?
How did you lose the last game?
I sank the cue ball. You, on the other hand, will never miss an opportunity to sink the actual 8-ball. So,
yeah,
there.
That is my move.
Every time. At least one game.
I am a self-sabotager.
Saboteur?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Love is love.
I'm not sorry because I get the W.
Yeah, well, as far as this went, we just played at the Bulldog.
Right.
In Lafayette, Louisiana. And now they serve boiled crawfish. Wow.
Yeah, and the whole bar smelled like crawfish.
No complaints from me, but
yeah, we were walking up to the door, and I was like, it smells like crawfish. And sure enough, there was crawfish. Look, I have nothing against crawfish. I actually like the way it tastes. I'm just not a fan of the crawfish boil. I don't care for it.
The process of peeling all that, taking a little poop shoot out of it.
Yeah.
Sucking the heads.
Yeah, why do we gotta suck the head?
Some people
again?
suck the claws. Sickos.
Is there meat in those little baby claws?
If they're big enough, yes. But, lately, with global warming...
I mean, what are we sucking juices? Can we just make this into, like, a little soup or something? What's going on here?
You want a fucking Body Armor sports drink named after a crawfish boil?
Oh, no. I will throw up. I will literally throw up.
Yeah, but it has no sugar. No, and it's gluten-free.
And has electrolytes.
Yeah. I mean, pickle juice, look.
The salt.
I'm really on a pickle juice thing now.
I know. And you know what? I feel like you're not the only one because I've seen like a couple posts about pickle juice. But continue.
Yeah, it's just like, a little vinegar, a little cucumber. Throw it together.
Why don't you make your own pickle concoction? Pickles.
The only reason I haven't done that yet is because no one has ever asked me to do that.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
And it's done.
All right.
How does it taste?
Like pickles.
A little salty?
A little vinegary.
Yeah. Well, it needs to chill for at least 10 to 12 hours.
A little warm.
Yeah. So I started a new job, and wow. When you go from a pre-kindergarten girl asking you to walk her to the bathroom, and she holds your pinky, and y'all walk down the hallway together, and then you're like, all right, go, make sure you wash your hands, and, she comes back out, and then she, like, hugs your leg, and she's like, I love you, Coach Jay. And you're like, oh, great. Good times. And then you go to another job where you just show up to stanky bars with like 60-year-old men that have been drinking since 8 in, and like 52-year-old bartenders with saggy tits and like catcher's mask faces.
Wow.
And you're just counting money. You're pulling money out of fucking jukeboxes and video poker machines, and you're counting it, you're sorting it, and then you're signing away money, you're putting money in bags, you're zipping it up. A lot of range in my my profession. And then on Saturdays, I teach music lessons, in which I ask my student what favorite song they would like to learn, and then I go home and look it up, and I teach it to them, and they're very happy about it. Quite a range in what I do professionally, yes or yes?
Yeah, you're a modern day Renaissance man.
I mean, just short of fighting, I think that would be the only thing I could add to my repertoire where I would be an all-around... I mean,
yeah,
cook.
You are well-rounded.
I mean, I cook. That's just for the family. The me. And you.
The me. The buddy.
I would love to feed our cats what I create in the kitchen, but they turn their nose up at it.
They're very selective on what they like. I mean,
Yeah.
Bosco likes cheese in tiny pieces, but if you gave him a chunk, he would not eat it.
Yeah, he would sniff it, feel intimidated, walk away.
And Cookie has never eaten maybe tuna. That's it.
Yeah, canned tuna.
But that's basically cat food that humans could also eat. So
it's terrible. As long as you add mayonnaise and black pepper.
And onions, and it tastes amazing.
And
paprika.
You put it on a fucking bagel or a little roll there.
Ooh.
And you take a nap afterwards. So yeah, this training, it's going crazy. Riding around with people, making small talk, good times. Shady characters, shady bars that you wouldn't even think exist. Imagine, okay, everyone listening, imagine the shadiest bar you've ever gone to. Where you walk in, you're like, what the fuck? And some of you may have even left, after a minute of being there. Imagine that bar in your head. This is every bar I'm going to. This is every
You're
bar.
not going there oh yeah, this looks nice. I want to come back, actually.
That's right. Let me go ahead and pin this in my Google Maps, and me and Maddie will have a nice night out on the town over here in Rain, Louisiana. So I will say there was two that were borderline I could see myself here. But it's a 25-minute drive, and it's not worth that. So, yeah, really interesting. Holding just wads of cash. I mean, there's a 2% being inside of me that's just take this and run as fast as you can, and you'll get on a flight, and you'll just be gone, and no one will ever catch you.
Yeah.
Just leave your life behind. And then I'm thinking this is probably only $1,000. But it feels like $1 million because you're holding it, and it's just this huge stack.
Yeah. You feel like Ruth from Ozark?
I don't know shit about fuck. But also, she handled it very cool, which is for someone who seemingly came from a down and out situation, seeing that amount of money you'd think would have phased her a little bit. And I don't remember.
It did at first, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah. At first.
And then it was just fuck it.
Yeah, remember with her daddy?
Right.
She was trying to kill Marty.
Yeah.
Electrocute him at the dock.
Yeah, that's worth going back. Go back and watch Ozark. Jesus Christ. One of the guys I was training with, I playfully asked because he brought the whole money machine out where you put the dollars in the big stack and it just like
fans out.
It fans out. It tells you how much. And one time, he was like, "Oh, I think you counted wrong." He's like, "It's only this," and I was like, "I don't know. I thought I got it right." And he was like, "Well, let me check again." He put it back through. He was like, "Nope, you were right." And I was like, I wanted to just stand up and dance, take my dick out, beat it against the door, go get a free Red Bull and some...
Wait, so that was the money machine's fault?
Yeah, it miscounted.
Oh, we are smarter than robots. Fuck
but
everyone.
Also, it took me a long time to count that money. So...
You were being very, precise.
Right.
And cautious.
And here's the thing. This guy's been doing this for 12 years. So the first day he trained me, he was like, all right, let's race.
Oh, God.
And so you have to, it's like Monopoly. You got the 20s, the 10s, the 5s, the 1s. And they all the faces of the bills have to be facing the same way. That's the trick. So once you get that part down, it's over. And then you have to get the grip of the money. There's a certain way to hold the money so that it comes out faster off your thumb.
Right.
So there's a whole mathematics to this thing. And this guy has me on 10 years. And I gotta say, it came out pretty close. I kept up.
I know what I'm doing.
I mean, I'm a competitive person, okay? If you challenge me, I'm not going to pussyfoot my way around it, okay? I'll either tear my ACL trying to dunk or rip my thumb off trying to count money. But it's gonna go down...
Either way,
I'm gonna try my ass off. Unless I'm tired and I don't care. And then I'll just take a nap.
You're the number one nap guy.
I'm nap queen in this house. And we live with 2 cats. And I would say for an animal that sleeps 90% of their life,
you're right up there.
I'm coming for the title. So yeah, we haven't been able to watch a lot of TV, but when we did, it was the zombie show.
Zombie. What is it called? I have no idea.
All of Us Are Dead.
Okay, I feel like I'm just hearing that for the second time in my life.
Korean zombie flick on Netflix. Watch it without the watch it with the subtitles.
Don't watch it dubbed.
Yes, no dub. And we're getting to a juicy part.
Yeah, I need a refresher, but it's been good so far. Watch it. Oh, wait. Do you have any more TV?
Well, just the TLC show that we were pumping last episode.
We weren't pumping it. I mean, we were just saying how bizarre of a show it was. Yeah. Okay.
Turns out we're Nostradamus as far as shows that shouldn't be on the air.
I think it was pretty much a consensus across anyone who decided to watch the first episode, because I don't think anyone watched the second episode, and it was a disaster. Okay, the show we're talking about is adults adopting adults, and it was very cringe and very creepy. Especially the one guy who was married, and then he was adopting a young woman from Russia. No, was it Russia?
Maybe Ukraine, something.
I think it was the Ukraine, actually.
Topical.
Yeah. And she was pregnant, so she was having a baby, and it was just very weird. He had stepped out on his wife before. His wife was a little weary of the whole situation. Didn't want that woman to have a key to the house, so she brought her own RV situation that's parked literally outside of their house.
Right. Also, a lot of sexual tension.
Yeah, like
not,
the guy was like really weird. He was telling his wife, "Oh, like, how are you gonna feel when we spend alone time together? Like, I know it's not, you know, I have to be good or." Like, he said something like that.
There were a lot of innuendos, and, like, I'm gonna try my best, to bang this woman, that I flew over here, and you're gonna deal with it. And the whole time, her face was just like whenever you take a swig of something, like you think it's milk, but it's actually water or it's lemon tequila juice, and it's like you just make that face. That was her face throughout the entire episode. It was hard to watch. I'm glad they canceled it because...
Yeah, so they canceled it and they took it off all streaming platforms.
Oh, I'll find it. We'll see.
Oh, God, I don't know if I want to
Well, here's what I wanted. I wanted them to now make a documentary where,
about why the hell did they make this show?
Right, like the behind the scenes, like all the behind stuff that wasn't supposed to be on TLC, like that kind of stuff.
That I would watch.
Also, make it 90 minutes, please. I don't need these fucking 7-hour doc miniseries on things that after 2 episodes I'm like, I'm good. I get it.
Okay, I like a miniseries, but I don't like a super long documentary.
Right, like 2 hours, 46 minutes, and it's like...
Like the Tinder swindler?
Yeah. Like, awesome story.
Yes.
Cool.
Very interesting.
Cool things to think about when you're doing some online dating, but also...
You could have shaved off.
Wrap it up.
Yeah,
Let's wrap this up. Also, speaking of, that guy just booked a Hollywood deal for some dating show. So... sometimes it pays to be a complete sleaze bag.
Yeah, but like, what a super jerk though. I mean, like, if he's gonna get this like deal and stuff, he should really pay those women back because that's messed up.
I would hope so. Come on. I would hope so.
Like, he can redeem himself 100% if he did that. I'd be like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I could fuck with this guy right now because he realized what he did was very wrong. But no.
Well, we'll see. Doubt that's gonna happen. We'll see.
All right.
Let's put some faith in humanity. Let's put it in the universe that he does the right thing, because that would come full circle and it would be a feel good story.
Yeah, they'll turn it into a shitty comedy movie or something.
Right. Adam Sandler, please.
The Tinder swindler.
He swindles money from Courtney Cox. They're both reviving their careers. So yeah, there's that. But the more pressing news and more serious, the biddy of the episode, Vladimir Putin.
Yeah. What an idiot.
Possible World War III coming off the heels of a global pandemic.
All right.
What a time to be alive.
What do we know about the Russia and Ukraine situation?
Okay. So the best that I can gather from it.
Yes.
It is some sort of... Putin has long claimed that Ukraine is a false creation.
Right.
And he cites this, long ass ago Soviet deal that made Ukraine separate from Russia as a pretext for his invitation for invasion. So he's trying to gain...
He also said he wants to denazify
the country,
the
right.
Ukraine. Isn't there like prime minister, president guy? I think he's Jewish. So he's just saying stuff. He's just like trying to justify why he wants to invade the Ukraine. He's a ticking time bomb. He got bored during the pandemic and he wants to start some shit.
Right, and he realized that our president currently is a passive man, if not old.
Well, the United States have sent troops over to not aid the Ukraine, but they are protecting their NATO allies, which is sort of like, I think, bordering the Ukraine. So like they're just like there waiting like for shit to pop off, basically. And if it does, NATO and United States be ready to go.
Here's a statement by President Joe Biden.
Joe Biden once said,
"The prayers of the world are with the people of Ukraine tonight as they suffer an unprovoked and unjustified attack by Russian military forces. President Putin has chosen a premeditated war that will bring a catastrophic loss of life and human suffering." Now he will.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah.
I was like, I had my ear towards you. I wasn't watching you. I'm just listening, and I'm like, oh, there's gonna be more. Okay, no.
Also, it was like a little George W. Bushy and
Yeah,
a little southern. Yeah,
it was too southern.
Let me try it again. Okay.
He's a Delaware man.
Prayers of the world are with the people of Ukraine. Now I'm
Get
thinking
more of like a Jersey, like East Coast accent.
I haven't heard his voice in so long. Like,
okay,
when Trump was in office, you heard his voice like
he
at least
he did a
once
press
a day.
conference today.
Let me tell you, Biden is wrong. If I were in the White House, see, it's been too long since I've heard his fucking voice too.
Thank God, I don't want to hear his voice.
Let me do your voice.
Do my voice.
Do you want to watch Housewives?
I know, I have a terrible voice. I can't, like, I don't have a good voice. Like,
Jesse, can you take out the trash? Are you going to fix the sink today? I think they need their litter box cleaned.
mm-hmm. That was it?
I thought that was spot on. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty good too.
Are you going to play PlayStation with Larry all night?
Okay, I've never said that. I may have thought it.
Doesn't this ever get old for y'all? Alright, sorry. Moving on. So yeah, World War III. Do you think this will affect us in any way? Now, I got a message from your father
Dun, dun.
this morning.
Dun, 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 dun,
Telling me to get my finances in order.
Yes, he sent me that too.
That
I did not reply, but I will reply.
well, I didn't know what to say. I thought about just going back to sleep forever.
Okay, the thing was that I did see it this morning, like when I woke up, like my alarm was like at 6:20.
It's like what happened? Like what did I miss?
I usually like set my alarm very early, and then go right back to sleep. So I saw it and I was like, I got a little scared, and then I was just like, let me go back to sleep because I can't deal with this right now. And then I woke up and I was like, oh shit, it's time to go to work. So I will respond by the time you hear this, Father.
Yeah.
But also that scared the hell out of me because I was like, what?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, if that's the
I was like, should I take all my money out of the bank right now? Like, what's going on?
Like, if that's the first thing you see in the morning,
Ugh.
you don't know what the fuck has happened.
Yeah, I was like, what did I miss?
Like New York and
hours.
LA and Miami have all been bombed. You know, like, I'm thinking, like, you know, there's an alien hovering above Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, what? Because they're an hour ahead, you know?
And an hour makes a difference. I'll tell you that.
All right, let's go to, not to shame women. I hate shaming women, but it's not like a regular segment on the show. But when there's this many in 1 week, it's time for women be acting crazy. Instead of bitches be shopping, you know? You get it? I could have been...
Yeah, okay.
Bitches be shopping is like...
Yeah.
Old hacky joke.
I guess.
Kim Potter, ex-cop, was sentenced to 2 years in prison for the fatal shooting of Dante Wright.
Yeah.
Remember that? Whenever she pulled him over, she thought it was a taser.
Yeah.
And it was a pistol. Fuck you, Kim Potter. Kim pot this dick.
I mean, she can never be a police officer again. Yeah, right?
Oh, no. That ship has sailed.
It
2 years?
It just doesn't make sense to me, honestly.
2 years is, how many years would you have put Judge Maddie?
I would have gave her, like, a good 10 years. That's a good 10 years. It's a whole decade. You deserve a decade, because how can you confuse a taser and a pistol? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. And if you really did confuse the two, then it doesn't make it any better.
That makes it even worse.
You are a police officer and you need to know exactly what you're doing, and you can't be stressed under pressure, and that seems like exactly what happened. And you can't risk like ever being stressed like that. And I know it's normal, we're human, obviously, but that's what you go for. That's why you are trained, and that's why you go into that profession, because like you have to be very aware of what's going on around you. You can't just like have tunnel vision. It seems like she had tunnel vision. She didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah.
Not a good look, lady. You are a police officer. Come on.
And would she have pulled the taser if it was a white man? Interesting.
Dun dun.
Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. I. Now this one really makes me want to actually step out of the room and vomit. But it is about my home state.
Yeah.
La La Land, Louisiana. Ex-teacher. I like how they put ex-teacher. Like, no, she's currently still working.
She is no longer working. That's why she's an ex.
So a teacher fed her students semen-laced cupcakes. She was sentenced to 41 years. Now, you kill a black man because you got your guns mixed up.
2 years.
2 years. That's fun.
2 years.
You make your man skeet into the cupcake batter, and you bring it to school and say, "Hey, it's cupcake day, kids!" And all the kids are like, "Woo! You're the best teacher ever!" And they start eating all that nasty load of that man who, looking by this broad, I'm not.
She has no lips.
I'm not seeing a real handsome man behind that load. Not that it would matter, but I'm just saying. In context, disgusting.
And you have traumatized those kids.
Yeah. Oh, lawsuits for years.
Life.
Now this is Livingston Parish.
Where is that from here?
It's
south?
Livingston.
It's like, I would say south. I don't know.
That is exactly an hour and 25 minutes away from where we are, which is north.
Ooh. Okay, makes sense too. Wait, what?
It's by Baton Rouge.
That's not north. That's east.
Well, it's east, northeast.
It's not really north. I would say
we're
north.
We're here.
Yes, it's going literally right here. It's going east.
It's northeast.
No, I would say northeast would be like north. No. Hold up.
Northeast. You have to drive north to get there, and then you go east.
Yeah, but when I think of north, I think of like
Wisconsin.
Shreveport.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Yeah, north a couple minutes east, and you're there.
But yeah, shout out Livingston, Louisiana. You got some great teachers there, and I'm sure she was making.
You know what? If you paid your teachers better,
they wouldn't
have to skeet in those cupcakes and give them to those kids. Okay,
that's all I'm saying. Preach. And other women acting crazy. A Tennessee woman had sex with 9 high school students, I'm assuming all males, in exchange for vape pens.
What?
So
wait, what?
Residents of a small Tennessee town are shaken up after a woman was indicted for having sex with at least 9 high school students in exchange for vape pens. So she was buying
Why
these
did she need those vape pens? Why couldn't she just buy her own vape pen?
No, I think she was buying the pens for the students.
Oh, okay.
In exchange for sexual relations.
Let me look
Check
at this
the picture.
picture.
All right, so
let me look at this lady again. I can't even rate this. This is horrible. But
rip my drip.
Just
describe to the listeners.
She has thin hair.
Like if Peggy Hill was a person?
Okay, Peggy Hill, yeah. Okay, Peggy Hill.
Peggy Hill with short hair.
No, I don't even want to attach Peggy Hill because Peggy Hill never, ever. She was a great teacher and she liked to teach Spanish and she sucked at it, but
what if Hank was, going through some tough times and she had to
never
bang a few dudes?
She would never. Dudes, maybe. Kids, never. She is a great teacher. But this woman, oh God, I don't know.
Lord bless her soul.
No.
No?
Send her right down the stairs.
Okay. Another crazy bitch. A U.S. House candidate allegedly went on a drunken tirade and vomited at a preteen sleepover.
Ew. What's going on with your mom?
Right. Why is your mom being so
happening?
uncool? Oh my God, she's throwing up in Becky's hair.
Oh my God, I'm putting on TikTok right now.
An Oklahoma Democrat congressional candidate is under fire for allegedly verbally attacking several preteen girls while at the home of a friend who was hosting a sleepover with multiple middle school girls present.
So it wasn't even her or daughter?
She was the crazy friend that came over and started attacking homeowner mom's sleepover of the daughter. So she's like that crazy friend, like, oh, my friend, what's her name? They don't even say her name? Oh, come on. All right. Well, her name is Becky. My friend Becky is coming over, guys. You all know she's real fun, okay? And it's like a bunch of middle school girls.
My friend Becky's coming over. You know, we're just going to hang out. Y'all do your thing. Don't worry about us. We're going to be here if you need us. We're just going to drink some wine and talk at the counter.
And then, like, one of the middle school bitches was like, you know, I fucked your son. And his dick was small. And, like, she, like, came across the table. She threw the wine glass. She flipped the table Teresa style.
No, she was mad that she was mad that she wasn't a middle school girl anymore.
Ah.
And she was jealous.
Mm.
And she started throwing wine. But then she regretted it because she was like, I need more wine.
And then she vomited.
Yeah.
All right. It's a hot take. Another crazy bitch. Texas candidate. They're all in politics. These
First
bitches.
of all, I hate this segment. And second of all these women are in the South. Yes or
yes. Yes or yes. Texas candidate kicks up controversy by posing nearly nude atop an oil pump. So I'll show you this picture. What does the oil pump
look like?
Sarah Stogner. She's running for some shit in Texas.
And unfortunately, that will get her the votes she needs, I'm sure.
Like, she's on top of an oil rig, topless. And she's got a set of cans on her. I'm not gonna lie. But, I guess that's what wins in Texas.
Yeah, right?
I mean, at least gets you attention. And if...
Texas is really on some shit.
And
what is it? Is it the water? What is it? What's going on?
Also, really? If you don't care, like, about...
Is it the leather boots?
If you don't care about one person either way, and you're just going to vote anyway, and you see the chick who posed topless, you just be like, fuck it, I'll vote for her. Like, that'll get her some percent of the votes, right?
She's looking for young guys to vote. That's exactly who she's looking for, because I know not even the most... Is she Republican? What is she? Conservative? I don't think she's conservative because she has her top off.
And if it's for oil, I'm pretty sure she's conservative.
It's a oxymoron right there. Doesn't make any sense to me.
What she should have done is put some, like, oil over her nipples instead of, like, the pasties. You know, just slap a little oil on your nips.
It might burn.
I don't know.
Might burn.
I don't know. Endorse your product, bitch. See, I can put this oil on my tits. We're moving past dumb bitches. We're just moving to handicap bitches.
Oh wait, hey, hold up. Don't even.
They got a Victoria's Secret model. The first ever with Down syndrome. And how say you?
Yeah. I'm okay with it. What's the story?
No, it was breaking news. Also, they had, so here's the other thing. They had the first transvestite Victoria's Secret model. Transgender. Okay. This is a very controversial subject.
Oh my God.
All right, so which would you be more upset? Okay, in a hypothetical world, if I cheated on you, right? Don't make that face.
I feel like you shouldn't even go here right now.
No. I think it'll be funny. Which would you more upset? The transgender Victoria's Secret model or the Down syndrome secret model?
maybe the Down syndrome, because I would feel like you'd be taking advantage
Right.
of someone.
I was about to say, can she ever give consent?
I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure she could.
Like, how does that work?
They can function like we do. They're not like disabled. Like they can't, they can talk for themselves.
I'm saying okay. So in California, I know it used to be, and probably still is, a rule that if you are over the limit to drive, you are also over the limit to concede sexual action. Like
Consent, you mean?
consent, yeah.
Okay.
Concede.
Concede. I'm giving up right now. All sexual anything.
Right. So, in that sense, if you take a Down syndrome person and where's that line where it's like could they just always say, like, if something went wrong, let's say, and they didn't like it, could they always just say, I was raped? Could they use that? Because their mental capacity is, like, how does that get ruled in court?
I don't know, but I feel uncomfortable right now.
I'm sorry. I'm asking the questions that the people email us, and they're like, why aren't y'all talking about this? Like,
right.
This is a bigger subject that needs to be talked about. And I'm always like, all right, we'll get to it, and I try to get to it, and I'll leave you stumped.
Yeah, I am at a loss for words. That's
right.
For sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's get back
to like the biddies.
Well, this biddy, and this little shit is going to be a biddy. It was born, this little baby biddy was born on February 22nd, 2022 at 2:22 in delivery room number 2. 222222222.
I just know that's gonna be her brand. That's her identity for the rest of her life. Like, she is going to take that, I was born on 22222, and like in room 2 at 222, and
right, like
that's just like gonna be her thing. Like, I could just see her TikTok page right now, and literally all of it is just about how she was born on that day, at that time, in that room. And she develops a OCD habit of just like purchasing things in twos, and she has to do everything in twos.
Right. Okay, so
she always has 2 pigtails.
The story here actually doesn't say if it was a boy or a girl, so make that same case if it was a guy. What's his
sorry,
hang up?
Was I saying she?
Yeah.
Oh, I in general.
Yeah, you made an assumption. Right.
They.
Please don't use gendered language on this podcast.
Ah!
So what if it was a guy?
It would be the same thing.
He would always like give like a $22.22 tip. Like, his number would be 22 in high school.
Yes, he would collect $2 bills.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. Like, he would have like a case of them, like, on the wall.
Yeah. That could go for the girl too. Either one. They can do everything. Anyone can do anything.
Right.
$2 bills. Do you have a $2 bill?
I used to, and I spent it on like
boo
on like an old English 40 ounce.
I have one.
Oh, you're holding on to it, huh?
Yeah, I got a $2 bill. Who doesn't have a $2 bill? A lucky $2 bill. They have somewhere.
Yeah, I guess I should go to the bank tomorrow and get one from February.
Ask them if they have a $2 bill.
Right. I'm sorry, no, those are in high demand. Let's see here. Other news. Oh, this... Shit, I forgot to mention this with the crazy bitches doing things. Whatever that segment was called. A Jamaican police officer was charged with smuggling cocaine after U.S. Customs finds the drugs inside her private parts. So, Sheilan Allen.
Oh, so we're going to slander Jamaicans now.
Yes, we're going to say her full government name. She's 42, accused of flying from Montego
Bay,
Jamaica, to the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport in Florida.
Woo, woo.
With cocaine in her vagina and 2 additional packages in her brassiere.
How did she think she was going to get away with the bra situation?
Yeah.
I don't know how, international travel, it's intense. Like, they will come up with a dog and sniff around. That's very intimidating and scary to me.
Oh, yeah. That would freak me the fuck out.
Even though, though I know I have nothing, I'm just like, ooh.
Right.
What will they find?
Like, oh, is that mouthwash under 3.7 ounces or whatever it is? Like, oh my God, like, I can't get pulled out of this line. I look like an asshole.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those movies where, like, they're going through the airport and, like, they have to switch suitcases real quick and, like, all that shit gives me super anxiety. It's like, and it's just like, it always comes down to, like, some random security guard that's just like, they look them up and down, they nod, and then it's like, oh, thank God, oh my God, oh, the plot of this movie is okay. Like, like everything's gonna go. So, let's get to some real biddies. Some super biddies. Like, this is like bottom of the biddy barrel. Is that a new one? Like, just low hanging fruit.
Yeah. Okay.
Kyle Rittenhouse suing LeBron James.
Amongst other celebrities.
What other celebrities? I'm not familiar.
I think he mentioned Whoopi Goldberg is going to sue. And the media. And that is a direct quote. That is a direct quote.
Just the general media. Just every news source ever.
Yeah. So, if he's suing everybody, I should expect something in the mail, because
we talked about him.
I've talked about him. I think I tweeted.
We talked about him on our podcast many a time.
Blessed Bitties will be expecting.
Yeah, we're gonna get served.
Something.
We're gonna get served.
Also, I just want to say that
you dumb fuck.
He's an idiot. Yes.
You dumb fuck. And I hate LeBron James too. So.
But he is.
I do want him to sue.
I think he's confusing.
I want them to both get in a car accident on the way to that court hearing. Not life-threatening, just I want them to both have inconvenience through that court proceeding.
Yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse would say he was inconvenienced by this whole trial. He is an uneducated person. I just gotta put this out there. He doesn't know anything about anything, and he wants to sue people to get a quick buck, basically stating that how his life is ruined. I think he's doing okay. He's getting spots on Fox News for interview highlights and
no, but don't you think
he's speaking at Trump rallies?
This is his whole legal team. That's
that's what I'm saying. He's dumb because he's going along with the bullshit. If he was a smart person, after everything that he's been through and still not getting any time, he would lay the fuck low and just go about his life and not make any waves. That would be a smart person thing to do.
Here's my theory. He signed a deal with the devil, meaning everyone his attorneys, his whole legal team.
The 1%ers that helped him out.
His whole PR team. He signed a deal with the devil, them, and now he has to do all this shit to pay
them back.
For getting him off. That is absolutely what's happening.
Well, it sounds plausible, but also I still think he's an idiot.
He's the dumb kid in the room. You know, that big, long-ass fucking executive table that everyone sits at?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Secession, and there's one dickhead sitting at the very end of it, and there's all these yes men lining you, and you're the kid at the end of the table.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, Kyle, we got you off. Now suck all of our dicks. I mean, not literally, but...
Probably.
Maybe, you know, in some weird circles. I don't like to disparage the people of Wisconsin.
No, but we can do that. It's fine.
The point is, he made a deal with the devil. They got him off. Now, the lawyers that helped him get off are going to go after the LeBrons. Go after the fucking Oprahs.
Because they want
recoup their money.
They want a quick buck.
They want to recoup
And I hope it all fails and they look even more like idiots.
Well, they already look nuts.
Yeah. But I just want, that cherry on top.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't see a world where they win any of these lawsuits that they plan on throwing out there to these random celebrities and the media. The media.
Yeah. Well, dude's a piece of shit, and he got off, and that's that. Fuck him. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Do I wake up every morning, like, raise up in my bed, half erection, sniff the air, and yell, Kyle Rittenhouse! Ah! No, I don't. I
do.
Yeah, well, we have different morning rituals. All right, let's just say
that. Who else is a biddy? Kanye? Shall we say any more?
Yeah,
Do we even need to?
The Kanye thing is, it's gotten...
It's literally all over the place, honestly.
So, the latest thing I saw was that Pete Davidson deleted his Instagram account after his apparently only post was flooded with Kanye West fans calling him Skeet.
I think Skeet is a really funny name, though.
Well, Kanye posted earlier, like, as, like, some clout shit. Like, tell your mom I changed your name. Skeet deleted his account. His IG account.
Yeah, like, he was, like, proud about it.
And then he was like, tell your mom I changed your name. See, but the whole point is, okay.
Kanye's a troll, yes.
But he's been that... Okay, so we have to watch the documentary. Whatever, it's on...
What documentary?
There's a documentary about the early Kanye, and it's apparently amazing. And it shows, like, all the good Kanye, like, all the, like, the early, like, how he made all those, and how he was relentless about getting his shit out, because people were like, nah, we're not doing this. And then those are the songs that are, like, fucking perennial hits for the rest of everyone's lives.
Well, I saw a video about how Kanye and Lady Gaga were planning this epic tour together. And 2008 me and 2022 me is fangirling because I would have loved to see that. So it was supposed to be like they were co-headlining, but they were like singing and performing at the same time. Damn. They had 2 different stages like across from each other, and basically they were going to be like singing back and forth, like battling it out. I don't know how that would have looked, but I mean, it sounds great. And this was happening, I guess, like 2007 or 2008 or whatever. And then like they were planning this, and then that whole VMA situation with Taylor Swift happened, and then boom, it was like canceled. But that tour would have been amazing.
So Gaga chose Swift.
I think Kanye like went into hiding after that. Like everyone was just like on his ass or whatever. But I mean, like, so and that's got kind of a good thing, because then what was that album that came out after? Like, My Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Right.
Like, who knows if that would have even happened if this tour would have happened. I mean...
Right, he probably wouldn't have been making any music. I mean, that wasn't really one of his greatest albums anyway. But, point is...
I liked it.
The thing is, he apparently goes off his meds whenever he's making an album. And so that's what people are speculating right now, is that he's having these episodes, all these Instagram rants. It's because he doesn't want to be on whatever those medications are while he's creating. And that's a really profound thing. I mean, fucking John Coltrane, greatest saxophone jazz ever, motherfucker dropped acid before every take. You know, like, the creative process is different for every artist.
Right.
And so it's very just weird that Kanye is putting all of his stuff socially. I know he's going through a lot of things with Kim, and he's like been seen with like Kim Kardashian lookalikes, like at events and stuff. Where like their makeup artist just makes them look exactly like Kim Kardashian. That's crazy shit. But also, anybody that is creative, comedians, musicians, actors, etc., they're all a little fucking crazy. You know? Like, there's a little tinge of nuts in all of those people. And, so I don't hold it against him. I think, look, the process is the process. I will always love all of his music, some of it more than others. But, yeah, man, like, it's just crazy to think that so many people are hung up on him and his antics, and they don't even necessarily listen to his music. Like, I mean, he's just like a pop star, and they know, like if you ask them to name more than 5 songs of his, they'd be like, gun to your head, can you name more than 5 Kanye songs?
I get that, but also he's a public figure, and so obviously people are going to be interested in what's going on, and he's so public and out with his posts and comments and whatnot. It's hard to not comment on it. Even people that are not fans of his music per se. But also, I will say that I understand what you're saying about, you know, he's probably like in the middle of making some new music and wants, I can't say a clear head, but like wants to be more creative and more aware of whatever he's doing. But his posts and rants sound a little
there's
possessive, and it's
Yeah.
not cute.
Yeah. He has some real territory issues.
Woo!
There was one of my favorite ones, and then we'll wrap up. He was like, for a couple days, writing in all caps. And then, like,
Yeah.
he came back with one, and he was like, with regular, dictation. He's like, I'm sorry, I realized that writing in all caps makes it sound like I'm screaming. I'm not screaming. My caps were just on, blah, blah, blah. Like,
yeah, that was funny. I like how he does, like, he really does, like, respond to what he's saying. He's not just, like, saying stuff. Like, he kind of doubles down, and I don't know, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
So Kanye West is basically the Aaron Rodgers of the rap game.
It always comes back to the Packers somehow, I guess.
I mean, Rodgers posted this whole cryptic tweet. I don't know, it was on Instagram.
It was so ridiculous, though. I mean, come on.
When you read, anybody not familiar, it was just like this, like, it sounded like I'm retiring.
It looked like a post that somebody would post of a loved one that maybe passed away or something.
Right.
I was like, what is this about?
Yeah, it was a lot of, like, but then the next day he goes on Pat McAfee, where he always drops all his bombs.
His tea.
Where he really spills his tea. And within the first 5 minutes, he's like, oh, no, I'm not, just for anybody here waiting to hear an announcement, I haven't made a decision yet on what I'm doing.
About the Packers, about Shailene, like what? About everything?
About staying with the Packers, about his whole future, a retirement. So, in my heart, 75%, he's going to be on the Packers next year. 20%, he retires. 5%, he gets traded. That's my official take on that. But there are new reports out that he wants to get paid $50 million a year, which is going against the whole point of keeping him, because you want him, if anything, you want him to take a pay cut so that you can free up money to sign other awesome players.
Right, but this is Aaron Rodgers, MVP, 2 straight years.
Yeah. So, I mean, he has a case for that. But also, now it becomes, are you trying to make money, or are you trying to
win? Let's win, because you win, and then you get more money.
Yeah.
You get money. Come on.
Is it money or legacy? You tell me. Because
you can get both.
At the end, your State Farm commercials. Come on, man. Like, that's you're good.
Yeah. Do 2 State Farm commercials.
You're
They
set.
play the same 2 the whole season. You're very good.
You're set, man. Just fucking take less. Let us sign more talent so that we can get over the hump, because we've been on the doorstep of the Super Bowl for the past 4 years. Well, 3 years. And it's getting old, and it's starting to become a discussion about, can Aaron Rodgers win in the playoffs? Maybe that one Super Bowl was just a fluke, because his record in the playoffs is not that good. Now, you can go into all these different factors. Well, that year, this happened. That year, this happened. Like, it wasn't always his fault, but you got one Super Bowl, man. Don't you want to take less money, stack up the roster, and get a second one so you can be one ahead of Brett Favre? Be the best Packers quarterback ever? Just take less money. All right, I'm sorry. I went off on a rant there.
Moving on.
Yeah, sorry.
Is the queen dead? Yes or no, Jesse? What do you know?
She did have COVID, and she did a Zoom call with another prime minister. I forget the country. Is it possible she has a body double? What would be in it for the Brits to fake her own death? Why is she dead? And why wouldn't we know about it if she was?
Right. So, celebrity blogger Jason Lee posted on his blog that the queen is in fact dead. He heard it from a source. Left that post up for like a day or two and really like doubled down and said that no, he's right because his source is reliable and he was the first to break the story. Okay, I mean, like, what does that get you? Does that get you? What does that give you? Nothing.
Well, isn't there some sort of monetary gain if you're the first one to report something like that?
Maybe like some great journalism, but clearly like you're reporting false information. How are you credible? How am I going to trust you for your Hollywood news? Like it's if I was a journalist and a blogger and somebody gave me that information, this huge information, first of all, I would definitely double check because
I would triple check.
This is some serious news. You don't want the firm coming after you because they'll probably come after you and we won't hear about you for a while.
You'll disappear, sir. I mean, that's how it is with the NFL and the NBA. It's like sources are saying that this and this and this player's moving, this player will be dealt. Sources are saying, and it's always a name attached to it. So that whole NBA world where reporters have good relations with people within the staff,
right?
And like they get like the inside and like, don't tell them that it was me that told you, but this guy wants to get traded, and it's like a head nod and a fist bump and then all of a sudden it's on ESPN. Sources are saying that blah 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 wants to be traded. Works like that in the NBA, NFL, all major sports. But for the Queen and COVID, how you gonna get that wrong?
Yeah.
That's a little serious. That's a little drastic.
Look, and I know there's theories like you said about body doubles. I could see that, but also she was on a Zoom.
Yeah, and also what would be gained by that?
Exact. I don't think.
Like, if anything,
I don't think there's nothing to be gained because I think everyone. I mean, the UK, they know what the next steps are, so it's not like
it's already been mapped out for probably a decade or more.
They've been planning this for a long time. I mean, she's 95.
Yeah,
they're not planning for her to die, but they know.
They're not hoping for her to die. Maybe like some staff members.
They're realistic in that sense.
They're pragmatic. All right, they know what they're talking about. They do things well. They have tea at 11 and 2 and call it a day.
Speaking of.
Oh, what?
No, I just want some tea now.
I have no more tea. Let's see.
You got no more tea? Oh. Thoughts and prayers. Sean Penn.
Are you familiar with his work?
Yeah.
The actor?
Dazed and Confused?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know he's been in more, but I can't think of anything else that he's been
gone on to better roles, but yes. He is currently in Ukraine filming a documentary
about
during this whole Russia invasion. So that's kind of scary.
All right.
So maybe, like, don't bomb him.
It's very, Putin. Okay, was the name like Putin?
Putin.
He's Putin all over the place. He went to the bathroom. Did a Putin.
Yeah.
No wonder he's angry, this guy.
Putin.
Also, he always looks constipated, so.
Well, he's ripped. I've seen his workout videos. I respect the man. And please just don't drop a bomb on Lafayette, Louisiana. Come on, it would be a waste of a perfectly good and efficient Russian bomb. Just, go elsewhere. I'm not saying I want other people to die, but just don't waste it on Lafayette. I mean,
feel like, what is the point of bombing places, really? I mean, you just want to, like, pull the trigger and bomb something? I mean, yeah,
like the White House.
If you need to do that, just don't do it anywhere, because anywhere you do it, there are ripple effects. If you do it in the ocean, just because you want to get your yayas out of pulling a trigger and bombing something, then there could be a possible tsunami somewhere and wildlife destroyed. Just don't do it. You are going to hurt someone in some way, no matter what. There will be a ripple effect. Idiot.
Well, I hope everything's going fine in the Ukraine.
I mean, it's not.
Well, but I hope it is.
No, you hope it will?
Well, I hope it is.
It's not.
Well, but I'm saying, like, I hope now it is. And moving forward.
Okay. Okay, well, thoughts and prayers. This is
no. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. There are no thoughts or prayers.
You literally said thoughts and prayers before you talked about Sean Penn.
Yeah, but that was Sean Penn.
Oh, so no thoughts, no prayers for Penn.
No, actually, here's the thing. More thoughts and more prayers for the Ukraine. Bless you, baby.